Good evening, graduates, staff, families, board members, and special guests. I'd like to welcome you to our graduation ceremony and offer my congratulations to the class of 2026. It gives me great pride to introduce Olivia Elliott for the singing of our national anthem. Please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce Sam Sode, Senior Class President, to deliver the Class of 2026 address.
Greetings, CCTEC families, friends, faculty, and the most important guest of all, the graduating class of 2026. If anyone can remember, the last time I was on a stage and giving a speech, I did shed a couple of tears, but hopefully tonight that won't be the same case. Thank you all for joining us today. And to anyone who was just sprinting through the parking lot to make it here on time, I'm glad you were able to make it. You know, it's really funny. 4 years, we talked about graduation as if it was some implausible idea. We joked about it and wondered what it would be like. And I guess now we know. Today, the spotlight is on us and we're center stage. And it's not because we're the smartest, most talented, and most entertaining class, even though I would like to think so, or because we have everything figured out. We're here because we showed up and remained resilient. We made it through 4 years of drama and growth, and 3 years since we lost our media center bagels. And I can't be the only one who's hungry now. And I'm sure someone's already planned where they're going to eat out after this. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. In a few moments, we'll be turning our tassels, hugging one another, taking countless pictures, and trying our best to hold back tears. But none of that has happened yet. So before we start talking about what's next, whether that's dinner, college, work, or wherever life takes us, I want us to take a moment and really soak this in. Look around. Look at your classmates. Look at your teachers. Look at the family and friends that came out to support you and celebrate you today. And also those who couldn't attend today, but are still rooting for you, for us. I'm a firm believer that things happen for a reason, and that God places people in our lives with purpose, even when we don't understand it at the time. Maybe that's why I heard that just 4 years ago, a group of strangers walked into CCTEC and slowly became a family. And we weren't perfect, but that's what made it real. None of us knew who we'd meet and probably can't remember the first conversations we had with one another. But somehow, those small moments turned into something bigger. Inside jokes that started randomly in the middle of class, conversations in the hallways that made us late to class more times than we'd like to admit, group projects that tested all of our patience but somehow still brought us closer together, And before we knew it, the people we once didn't know became the same people that we can't imagine leaving behind. And I think that's what makes today so beautiful. Truthfully, there's no way for me to sum up 4 years of our high school experience into just one speech. Undoubtedly, I'm leaving so many important things out, but this is where I want every one of you to fill in the blanks. Think about the moments that helped make these 4 years yours. For me, it has been having the honor of being the first tech student to ever be class president for 4 consecutive years. It's also been the unwavering love and support. Thank you. It's also been the unwavering love and support from my family, especially my mom. For some, it's been life advice from Mr. Campbell and endless conversations with Mrs. Daigle. For others, it's been the teachers who stayed after school to help them even when they didn't have to. The counselors who helped us figure out things when we felt lost. The coaches who pushed us to be better. The friends who sat beside us on our best and worst days. Or even the people who believed in us before we fully believed in ourselves. The truth is that none of us got here alone. So let's give a round of applause to all those who helped make today possible. And because of all of them and each other, I know the class of 2026 is destined to achieve great things. I spent the last 4 years witnessing what this class is capable of. I've seen innovation, leadership, and dedication. I've seen people overcome challenges that most did not know they were facing. People have discovered passions that have made the school even better than from when we entered it. And one thing I can say without hesitation is that this class is never going to be done making history. In fact, I don't think it could have been more fitting than for us to graduate on our school's 10th anniversary. Just 10 years ago, in 2016, the doors of CCTEC opened, and it has forever changed the opportunities that are available to everyone in our community. And maybe it's just a coincidence, but if you add up the digits in 2026, you get 10. So we are the representation of 10 years of CCTEC, and today is the culmination of all we've done. And I'm sure we'll be remembered for a lot of things, and hopefully throwing food in the cafeteria will not be one of them. Above all else, I know we'll be remembered for the positive impacts we made here at CCTEC. And that won't change down the road either. We'll be known for the lives we touched, the communities we strengthened, the businesses we built, and the influential people we'll become. Right now, we are looking at future doctors, engineers, filmmakers, welders, entrepreneurs, and more. And although I can't wait to see where life takes us, I want to take this back to where it started, right here. Listen to everything you hear right now, and carefully take in everything that you see. Everything you just felt will only exist in this moment. So my last piece of advice to everyone is to remember to appreciate where you are while you're there. Even when things get stressful, remember you are living out answered prayers. So let worries of tomorrow be a responsibility for tomorrow. After all, that's what we did with our homework, so. Class of 2026, thank you for the memories. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the lessons, and thank you for making these 4 years unforgettable. Congratulations, guys. Be excited for tomorrow, but don't let that stop you from enjoying today. Go forth and leave every place that you go better than you found it. We did it, guys.
Thank you, Sam. I would now like to introduce our keynote speaker. Tyler Davenport was born and raised in Cumberland County, attending Upper Deerfield Township Schools and later Cumberland Regional High School. He graduated from Cumberland Regional as class valedictorian and attended Rutgers University, New Brunswick on a full scholarship as a presidential scholar. Tyler graduated with honors from Rutgers in 2013 with a bachelor's degree in chemistry, and in 2014, he completed an accelerated program through Rutgers Graduate School of Education. In 2017, Tyler accepted a position back home at CCTEC. At CCTEC, Tyler immediately became an active member of the school community, solely writing the original curricula for the physics, AP Physics, and forensic science courses. Tyler also oversaw CCTEC's first students entering the countywide science fair. He helped advise the choir club and established the science club. Tyler has continued that leadership throughout his 9 years at CCTEC and now serves as a robotics club advisor and is an active member of the school improvement panel. Tyler hopes that the class of 2026 will look back fondly on their time at CCTEC and use the skills they honed here to make the world a better place. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Tyler Davenport.
Good evening, parents, families, administration, fellow teachers, and most importantly, graduates. I'm incredibly honored to have the chance to speak to you tonight, although I will say I initially turned it down when Mr. McGraw asked me to. The first thing that came to my mind when he asked was, oh no, I'm gonna have to wear a suit and it's gonna be so hot. The second thing that came to my mind was, why me? What do I have to say to these graduates? I'm so young. The third thing that came to mind was, I graduated 17 years ago. Am I not young anymore? The fourth thing that came to my mind was, oh no, I'm really not that young anymore. When did this happen? Where did the time go? And lastly, it all came back around to, what do I have to say? So with all that swirling on my brain, I told Mr. McGraw I didn't think I could do it. But after a little convincing, I started to think about what I would say if I actually stood up here tonight. The more I thought about it, I realized I have a unique opportunity. You see, I graduated from Cumberland Regional High School in 2009, and somehow at that time, 17 years ago, I was also lucky enough to give a graduation speech, one that probably stressed me out just as much as this one did. I recently found a video of that speech and watched it. Once I got past the cringe of watching younger me give a speech, and yes, I did have the same Justin Bieber looking hair back then that I do now, some things never change. Once I got past that initial recoil from the screen of hearing the sound of my own voice, I was surprised by something. I expected to disagree with a lot of what I was saying back then. I feel like I've grown so much in the past 17 years. What valuable advice could a little old past me possibly have to give? Instead, I found myself saying, hey, this isn't too bad. I did spend the whole start of the speech talking about how I'll miss the school taco day, which obviously, but then I got to some insightful stuff. One of the quotes I used in that speech came from Ralph Waldo Emerson. He said, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. At 18, I probably just thought that quote sounded pretty wise. At 34, after watching almost every plan for my life that I've had change at least once, I think it's really about how little control we have over what lies before us and how much we end up relying on what lies within us. Because if there's one thing I've learned since graduating, it's that life rarely unfolds the way you expect it to. When I graduated high school, I thought I knew exactly where I was headed. I went to college planning to become an engineer. That didn't work out, obviously. Primarily because I really struggled with physics. I switched to chemistry. Then I discovered I wasn't sure that path was right for me either. Eventually I found myself in education, only to find that the program I entered would lead me right back to teaching physics, the very subject that convinced me to leave engineering in the first place. I spent years teaching up in North Jersey. I assumed that's where my life would stay. Then life changed again, and here I am, back in Cumberland County, AP Physics teacher, forensic science teacher, Teacher of the Year, graduation speaker, standing in front of all of you. Absolutely none of which was part of my plan when I graduated high school. That realization led me to remember another line that has stuck with me for years. Many of my students know that my favorite place is Disney World. There's one line from an old Disney World show that has always stuck out to me, so much so that I include it in every yearbook I sign. It goes, make a wish and do as dreamers do, and all your wishes will come true. For most of my life, I focused on that first part. Make a wish, have a dream, set a goal. But preparing this speech made me focus on the middle part. Do as dreamers do. What does that even mean? When I think about all the zigzagging I've done throughout my life and the twists and turns encountered by every successful person I know, I come to the realization that dreamers are not people whose lives go exactly according to plan. Dreamers are people who keep going when the plan changes. They try things, they take chances, they switch majors, they mess up on a midterm exam, They get a tutor and push ahead. Life throws them curveballs. They adjust, they reevaluate, and they keep moving forward. The dream is important, but the willingness to continue pursuing it, even when the road looks different than you imagined, that's what truly matters. Class of 2026, some of you know exactly what comes next. You've got a 4-year plan laid out in front of you, and plans beyond that too. Some of you aren't really sure what's going to happen this weekend, let alone 4 years from now. And that's okay, because the most important thing you leave with tonight is not certainty, it's not a perfect plan, it's not knowing exactly where life will take you, it's what lies within you. Your character, your resilience, your curiosity, your compassion, your work ethic, your ability to adapt when things don't go the way you expected. Those are the things that will carry you forward. Those are the things that allow you to do as dreamers do. So 17 years from now, when you're my age, again, kind of getting old, but not really that old, in 17 years, when you look back on this moment, I hope you won't judge yourselves by whether every plan worked out exactly the way you imagined. I hope you'll be able to look back and say that you kept moving forward, that you took chances, that you learned from failures, that you were willing to change direction when necessary, that you continued building a life that was meaningful to you. When Mr. McGraw first asked me to give this speech, I kept asking myself, what do I have to say? 17 years after my own graduation, I think maybe the answer is this. Life probably isn't going to go exactly according to plan. Mine certainly didn't. But if you keep doing as dreamers do, if you keep learning, adapting, taking chances, and moving forward, you may discover that the life waiting for you is even better than the one you could have imagined. Congratulations, dreamers of the class of 2026. Keep dreaming, keep moving forward, and keep doing as dreamers do. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations, class of 2026. Before I get to the really great part, I always take a moment, except for last year, it was so hot, to address you off the cuff. During graduations, whether they have been my own, my sisters, my family members, or tonight my daughters, I often think of my grandparents. They didn't have the opportunity to graduate from high school or middle school. They graduated to the class of hard work. They all worked in the trades, which is why I have such an affinity for this school and what you all learn and do. My one grandmother made it to middle school, and her mother, in a very small autograph book in 1929, wrote the following: "Once a task is once begun, never leave it till it's done. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all." You are here tonight because you did everything beyond well. Keep tonight's moments, as Sam said, close to your heart, and continue to do whatever it is your path leads you to beyond well. Congratulations. And now I get the great privilege to certify that each member of the class of 2026 has met all of the requirements for graduation as set forth by the New Jersey Department of Education and the Cumberland County Board of Vocational Education. Congratulations, graduate. Let's get this started. Before we start with Dr. Riggins, I would like to introduce Mrs. Ruth Hands, President of the Board of Vocational Education, to say a few words to each of you. Congratulations.
Dr. Rossi, on behalf of the Cumberland County Technical Education Center, also sometimes called CCTEC, along with the Board of Education and its members, it is my honor to recognize the class of 2026 for all their hard work and dedication. Congratulations to the class of 2026. We are so proud of you and wish you great success in all your future endeavors. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce Dr. Sean Riggins to begin the awarding of the diplomas to the class of 2026. Dr. Riggins.
I would like to offer my congratulations to the class of 2026. I would like to invite our automotive technology instructors, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Platt, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the automotive technology program. Connor Bellum. Colleen Bond. Angel Carrillo Garcia. Braden Catlett. Mason Feltes. Matthew Giordino. Adam J. Gonzalez. Blake Harris. Denise Hernandez Romero. Ejanur Kayesh. Lyric Martin. Marco Pacheco. Dominic Pareca. Jonathan Ramirez. Joshua Roman. Dominic Santiago. Salvatore Tedesco. Genesis Toro. Armani Vera. Daniel Yac Lopez. I would like to invite our construction trades instructors, Mr. Behrens and Mr. McDonald, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the construction trades program. Sabiria Kili. Adrian Alisea Reed. Sean Apel. Belinda Arriaga. Orson Baldwin. Brock Ballinger. Jake Bender. Matthew Boutros. Seth Bushman. Jonathan Chantos. Michael Angel España Ramirez. Drew Finch. Jamie Godos Tinoco. Ryan Morgan. Matthew Reeves. Armani Rodriguez. Michael Javier Smith, Jr. Ryder Stackhouse. Rafael Suarez Quiros. Ariana Watson. I would like to invite our cosmetology instructors, Ms. Boyes and Ms. Iaconit, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the cosmetology program. Jaylene Andelise. Emma Bolton. Haley Burlew. Daritza Cortazar. Darla Dallett. Gabriella Galden. Amy Matos. Kylie McAllister. Lola McCarthy. Amira Murphy. Ava Pabon. Serenity Padilla. Isabella Pettit. Jaden Pierce. Solmarie Ramos. Dayanara Romero Ayea. Francesca Sherma. Beatrice Sotomayor. Ava Stanker. Kylie Stipes. Angelinette Torres Medina. I would like to invite CCTEC Foundation Board Member, Ms. Heather Garrison, to the stage, along with our culinary arts and hospitality instructors, Mr. Aliberti and Mr. Romano, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the culinary arts and hospitality program. Jordan Anderson. Sol Avila. Genelise Avilés. Christiana Bennett Velez. Adriel Bonilla. Dale Brown. Alan Canseco Ramirez. Viviani Castro. Eric Conaway. Julian Contreras Rodriguez. Hannah Garrison. Madeline Grody. Ziana Hallman. Isabella Hernandez. Yaritza Hernandez. Annalise Inclin. Isabel Kleinecht. Brooklyn Lopez. Allison Lopez Soto. Julia Mazza. Emma McGinnis. Jaden Morales. Madison Nardelli. Naomi Overstreet Thomas. Alyssa Perez. Aiden Rosado. Lexi Rosado. Devin Shaw. Joy Sang. I would like to invite our engineering technology instructor, Mr. Ziller, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the engineering technology program. Leah Alimenti. Luke Barufi. Simon Bentacourt. Ashton Bettarelli. Luca Bruno Saleo. Adrian Cardona. Chase Castro. Zachary Cheeseman. Jaden Corrigan. Ashlyn Davis. Jafet Delval. Kwame Ford. Frederick Foy. Isabella Gibbs. Gabriel Gaffretti. Thomas Greco. Jake Griggs. Cashton Hampton. Tyler Kundera. Ryan Lewis. Salvatore Martinelli. Anthony Morrow. Miranda Maychek. Marshawn Moore. Elijah Nieves. Daniel Orr. Josie Ortiz Zenon. Caleb Palmer. Joseph Pansa. Cesar Perez. Joshua Periconi. Jonathan Ruger. Adriana Sanchez. Logan Sawyers. Allie Silvers.
Thanks for everything, Mr. Riggins.
Gavin Smith. Nicole Tarquino. Andrew Vidal. Adrian Vitel Osorio.
Come here, man. Love you, man.
Kirby Westerfield.
Chris Thomas. Let's go.
Christopher Thomas. Evan Tamarchio. Aslan Yoshis. I would like to invite our health sciences and medicine instructors, Mrs. Birdsall, Mrs. Simonini, and Ms. Vicari, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the health sciences and medicine program. Jasleen Alverio. Tyshell Anderson. Bryn Andres. Journey Bennett. Tristan Brooks. Elizabeth Cardona. Ella Ceylon. Jacob Kasaboon. Omar Dalmasi. Giovanni D'Angelo. Gabrielle DeVita. Jalen Edwards. Michelle Galvin. Carly Gandy. Morelli Garcia Flores. Ryan Genoa Rodriguez. Riley Glenn. Casey Gribble. Victoria Hagan. Jada Harris. Victoria Hoadley. Fernando Inocente. Odalis Jose Morales. Mackenzie Keene. Madeline Laspada. Yvette Leon Avendano. Emerson Lewis. William Long. Kingston Mangar. Zoe Mayer. Megan Mwenga. Logan Moore. Giselle Moeo Jimenez. Anya Moholland. Caitlin Mayers. Kayla Osorio Marin. Catalina Palau. Kashvi Patel. Man Patel. Isabella Pekulik. Valeria Rendon. Jalen Rio Sosa. Sadie Rivera. Ellen Robertson. Gabriela Rodriguez. Shannon Rosley. Salvatore Scarpula. Lila Shamilia. Rain Siderio. Hannah Smith. Lily Studstill. Austin Thomas. Allison Thompson. Shania Williams. Grace Sikowski. I would like to invite our information technology instructor, Mr. Morales, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the information technology program.
Let's go. Best one.
Jaheda Acosta. Paul Izari. Tatiana Barreto. Willie Chow. Xavier Davey. Seth Hanna. Gavin Hendershot. Dominic Johnson. Nicholas Uhas. Jeffrey Mayhew. Christian Mazza. Timothy McNasby. Avianca Melendez. Gabriela Ojeda Tapia. Alok Patel. David Phillips. Daniel Ramales. Mark Shapovalov. Jenna Soto. Andrew Sotomayor. Vincent Straub III. Roman Shaholsky. Elijah Williams. Lucas Williams. I would like to invite CCTEC Foundation Board member, Mr. Carlos Mercado, to the stage, along with our law enforcement instructor, Sergeant Caragnado, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the law enforcement program.
Oh, law. Oof. Good old practice.
Estefany Bermudez. Robert Buono. Gabriel Cook. Kendall Cooney. Lauren Coles. Carly Davidson. Christopher D. Carvalho Chanez. Kevin Ferrer. Juliana Ferretti. Taria Foster. Haley Gonzalez. Alexandria Harris. Isaias Hernandez. Kylie Kladke. Amadi Lopez. Ansh Luthra. Dylan McDowell. Dominic Mercado. Sienna Nanny. Bridget Perez Hernandez. Samantha Perez Montes. Max Richter. Donna Salazar Zavala. Lizette Santiago Cruz. Alexandra Stebbins. Emily Wolf. I would like to invite our studio production and broadcasting instructor, Mr. Nieder, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the studio production and broadcasting program. Sophie Austin. Jaylene Barrigan. Kayla Boehm. Joshua Butcher. Michael Carano. Camilla Cassiano Kubi. Nadia Chance. Sophia DeVito. Shannon Doe. Olivia Elliott. Miranda Gomez. Amber Gutierrez Ortiz. Carrie Hall. Shayla Jimenez. Raina Mazza. Molly McGuigan. Paola Norado. Maria Papadaniel. Kelly Rep. Angelina Saltar. Olushayo Samuel Shode. Andrew Wilkerson. Owen Workman. Zachary Zavis. Vivian Zara. I would like to invite our welding technology instructors, Mr. Bonner and Mr. Jones, to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the welding technology program. Eduardo Angel Ortiz. Corbin Bruley. Jeffrey Dunham. Xavier Etheridge. Trent Garrison. Jake Garton. Carlos Gomez. Estras Lopez. Noe Lopez. Matthew Lucena. Sophie Malecki. Joseph Morello. Caden Noble. Caden Renzi. Tim Robbins. Damian Allen Rodriguez. Craig Sprouse. Mario Toro. Lucas Wagner. Ryan Zhang. I would like to invite our Strive instructors, Ms. Korn, Mrs. Kaskabas, Mrs. Kessler, Mr. Lawless, Mr. Love, Mrs. Monahan, and Mrs. Smith to help with the awarding of diplomas to students enrolled in the Strive program. Matthew Folk. Peyton Haas. Omar Hernandez Reyes. Janisha McCullough. Madison Sheets.
Oh no, I want a hug.
At this time, I would like to call Oshayo Samuel Sode, Senior Class President, back to the podium for closing remarks.
All right, guys. Fellow graduates, please stand. Yeah. Looking good. As a symbolic gesture of your completion of high school, you may now turn your tassels. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you all for coming this evening. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it! Woo! Where's my phone?
To my love, took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw